you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Ahoy there, everyone. Captain Billy J here, and welcome to a special night show of Captain Billy J Travels Live. Happy New Year's Eve weekend to everyone. Hope your 2023 was good, and I hope your 2024 is even better. So, yeah, this will be the last show, live show for the year, of course, for the captain. And I'm excited tonight because I'm at a different time tonight, filling in for Josh and Michelle over at Adventures Ahead. They're watching the Detroit Lions. Go Cowboys. And yeah, so just filling in for them. And going to talk about travel in 2023. So feel free to answer the poll question that asks about what your New Year's Eve plans are. Also in the comments of the chat, or if you're catching the replay, put in your favorite travel memory of 2023. What did you like about your travel in 2023? Let me know in the chat and also in the comments. So I'll be talking about my year in travel. I'll be showing you some pictures from my travel that I had, and then after that, we're gonna pause for a moment, and we're gonna remember our dear friend Gary Krebs. And I'm gonna try not to cry. But we lost a great person, Sir Gary of the Beaches. Sir Gary recently passed away just before Christmas, and it's been a rough one. We weren't ready for him to go, and I got to sail with Gary on the non-group cruise, so I'm glad I was able to sail with him a second time. I was on the BBD Rum Run, but I have a tribute memorial video that I will be sharing with all of you on here, and then also I will make the video. I'll post it to my channel. That way, you guys can watch it at your own leisure. So, and then after that, if I can get through the tears and crying, we'll talk about the cruise we have coming up in 8 days on the MSC Seashore. So, a different cruise line for us and a different ship. So, it's going to be interesting. And I got a preview of the MSC Seashore. Let's go ahead and welcome in the chat real quick before we get to all of that. Thank you guys for coming in. Would appreciate if you hit the thumbs up button here. And yeah, thank you guys for coming in. And if you are watching replay, put in hashtag replay in the comments and let me know what's going on. Anyways, very first person coming in was my first mate, Meg. Meg is here. Welcome aboard, first mate, Meg. She's got pizza rolls ready. I've got some Diet Mountain Dew. I will be drinking tonight, drinking some bubbly. So if you want to drink, I got some bubbly here. We'll be sharing that tonight as well. We're gonna toast to Gary later in the show. So have your toast ready because we're gonna toast Gary probably in the next half hour. And then let's see, we were talking back and forth, and then Nick P came in. Welcome aboard, Nick. He is here. Also, the dress wearing clock is here. Welcome aboard, Mike Clock. Good to have you here. Followed up by Paul Vines. Welcome aboard, Paul. Good to have you here. Magnificent Germany with Darian is here. Welcome aboard, Darian. He was on the non with us. Nick P says, "Boo the Fosters." I say, "Yay the Fosters." Let's see. Destination Fun. Sherry, the other captain, will board the non-captain. I'm gonna call you the non-captain. How about that? Carnival Cruise Addicts is here. Welcome aboard, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Let's see. Scrolling down, everyone's saying hello to each other. Puppy the Cat is here. Welcome aboard, Puppy the Cat. Good to have you here. Let's see. Scrolling through the chat. Nick P says, "Do you know what a pirate's favorite restaurant is? It's Arby's." Oh, terrible. Let's see. Controversial Cruising is here. Scott, welcome aboard, Scott. Good to have you here. Let's see. Scrolling through. Ryan Donahue is here. Welcome aboard, Ryan. He was on the same deck as the captain, deck 4 on the Carnival celebration. So it's good to have good to cruise with Ryan. I've only met him before in Helen, Georgia, and up in New Hampshire, but this time got to cruise with him. Let's see. Joe here. Joe is here. Welcome aboard. He's a new subscriber. Welcome aboard, Joe. See some very familiar faces here. Yes, you will. Bamanoa, the other Billy, is here. Welcome aboard, Billy, good to have you here. Bruno Flipper and Susan is here. Welcome aboard. Good to have you in. The first time in. Well, welcome aboard. Yeah, new time slot, so we might get some different people in going right after the Gilberts. The traveling Gilberts, they just got back off the Carnival Jubilee, and they're talking about their experience on there. So that was awesome to hear about that and comparing that to the celebration and the Mardi Gras. Let's see. Najuma Brown is here. Welcome aboard, Najuma Brown. Good to have you here. Griswold Family Vacay is here. Welcome aboard, Danny. Good to have you here. Hopefully we'll see Danny in a week. It's coming down to Florida, so looking forward to seeing Danny, and then also going to see Sherry from Destination Fun. Sherry and Danny. Going to go to Busch Gardens with them in a couple weeks, so looking forward to that. Let's see. Scrolling through, everyone's saying hello to each other. River Pirate 13 is here. Our matey. Welcome aboard. We loved our MSC Seashore first week of December. Looking forward to seeing how your cruise goes. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I've been seeing videos and pictures and stuff. And yeah, looking forward to trying something different than Carnival. Now, I have done a Royal ship before, but never a Carnival one. Danny D is here. Welcome aboard. The spectacular supporter is here. Welcome aboard, Danny. Let's see. Scrolling through. Nightbot is here. If you are a creator, put in hashtag creator, and the Nightbot should drop your link in to your channel if you have a channel with YouTube. And then also make sure you are putting in comments about what your favorite travel moment of 2023 was. And then also make sure you answer the poll about what your New Year's Eve's plans are. I know I'm going to be watching Adventures Ahead tomorrow night. Josh and Michelle are going live for their New Year's Eve special, so I'll be checking them out. Normally they go live at this time on Saturday, but they're going tomorrow night. Let's see. Scrolling through, everyone's saying hello. Will G is here. Evening all, driving, listening. Welcome aboard, Will G. Good to have you here. As an Aussie, I highly suggest avoiding Foster's beer like the plague. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello. Nick P says, I will always, yes, put in your comments about Sir Gary. We'll do that in about a half hour or so, but you can put in your comments about Gary. He says, I will always remember Sir Gary at the beaches when I was on a massive birthday train trip in 2021. He got a view of me, of my train passing by on Marco Polo in Georgia. Rest in peace. Well, that's very nice. That's a good memory, Nick. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Try not to miss anybody. Didn't even look to see if the Gilberts were live today. I thought they weren't going to be live back until the new year. I thought so too, but they got back from the Carnival Jubilee and were able to go live. So that's cool. Ahoy, Captain. Ahoy, Cruise Nuts. Welcome aboard, Cruise Nuts. Good to have you here. What happened when Bluebird fell into the Red Sea? He was marooned. Oh, boo. These jokes. The captains invade Busch Gardens. Well, the captain invades Busch Gardens. Yes. First time going to Busch Gardens, too, so that'll be exciting. Joe says, hope everyone had a great Christmas. Mom and I had a very quiet one. Yeah, I had a quiet one, too. Most of my family went to Colorado for Christmas, and they all came back sick. So I'm glad I didn't go for that, because I have a cruise in 8 days I got to get ready for. So I don't want to be sick. Clock put in the hashtag creator, and Nightbot dropped in the link to his channel. Awesome. And if it doesn't post it right away, try posting again later. Sometimes if it gets inundated with hashtags, it takes a while for it to do anything. Danny used to be a creator. Yes, he did. He's been busy. He's a busy boy. Thank you, Nightbot, for dropping in the links for everything. Awesome. At the bottom of the chat, thank you guys for coming in. So tonight, we're going to first kick off my travel in 2023. Again, put in your highlights of what you've done. Danny D has put in top 2023 was meeting my big bro's girlfriend last St. Patty's Day, meeting her parents, grandparents, end of September, winning the Papa Mozo Award. Awesome. And meeting Sean and Alana, Michael Ann, Sharon, and Dewey. Awesome, Danny D. That's awesome. Scott had a lot of great cruises in 2023. Awesome. Sherry, awesome. Sunset here. Welcome aboard, Sherry. We had a Saturday spotlight earlier. today or this evening. I had a vlog in there, so if you didn't miss that, check out my vlog. I posted on San Juan, the 80s deck party, and St. Thomas, and also the other premieres that happened in the Saturday Spotlight. And Sherry is the one that helps put that together. So awesome job, Sherry. And I was on Sherry's Live earlier today. So if you missed that, check out the replay of Sherry's Live, and you'll see the captain will be on there. It was a great time, and I'm glad that Sherry had me on live with her. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Just scrolling through. Nick P says, my top memory for 2023 was finally returning to Europe after nearly a 3-year delay and making it to Germany for the first time. I had 5 spaghetti ices, 5 in one day in Hamburg. Wow, that's a lot of spaghetti ice. I have not had spaghetti ice in Germany. I've had it in Helen, Georgia. And I've been to Germany 3 times in my life. So Ryan says, I first met Gary at the first unofficial Helen, Georgia meetup in March 2021, where he picked up the dinner tab for the 25 to 30 of us that were there. Didn't cross paths with him again until now. Oh yeah, he was a very generous guy, very supportive. And that's really awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Ryan. Ahoy there, Traveling Gilberts. They were live just before me. It was a great live. Good to hear your review of the Jubilee, fresh off the Jubilee. That was awesome. Good job, Gilberts. Thank you for coming on stage with me, Captain Billy J. Well, thank you for having me. Meg says, my top 2023 memory was spending my birthday in New Orleans and getting to meet the wonderful Gilberts. That's awesome, Meg. I got to meet the Gilberts too on the non, so that was awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and share some pictures before I run out of time. Thank you guys again for coming in, and then make sure you hit the thumbs up button. We'll appreciate it. So I'm going to share my cruise memories for 2023, or not my cruise, my travel memories for 2023. So it kicked off in March. It was on the Fintastic Cruising group cruise, as also it was a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. And so a bunch of us got together and we went on the Carnival Pride. But first we went to the Florida Aquarium and checked out the Florida Aquarium. And that was awesome. Matt and Kimbra from Fintastic Cruising were taking us around the Florida Aquarium. So that was awesome to see that. Then for one night only, stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel in Tampa for free in a $1,100 room or night's room. So it costs $1,100 a night in this room. So it was pretty awesome to stay there for free. This is the room, kind of what it looks like. It had a nice little jacuzzi bathtub and everything. The corner view. It was a pretty awesome room. So, and it was free. Can't complain too much. Let's see. Let's just scrolling through the chat. Make sure I don't get behind on chat. That was a great cruise, says Meg. Yes, it was a great cruise. I'll share some more pictures here. That aquarium is 10 minutes from me. Awesome, Sherry. If I would have known you back then as I do now, then we could have hung out for sure. Thank you, Matt Bob, for dropping in the live show that I'm doing right now. Forgot to turn that off. We love Gary so much. So glad we made some great memories of him. Oh, yes. Gary, it will be missed very much. Yeah, I became great friends of Gary, and I'm going to share a video about that here in a few minutes about Gary that I made for him. And also, I'm going to ask you to do something for us, to each and every one of you that knew Gary. I'll ask that here in a few minutes. All right, so back to pictures. So then there was time to jump on the Carnival Pride out of Tampa, Florida. And then this is the cabin that we had. Now, this is an interior cabin, even though it has a balcony doors, but it used to be French doors that used to open up, but they no longer open up anymore. They're just a window, but they consider this an interior room. And this was a free room for me with my casino cruise offer. Let me hide that. Sorry, comment there. All right, and this was a view outside of those balcony window doors that did not open. This was a view. I picked it right between 2 lifeboats, so I got to see some of the water and some of the views. On the Ports of Call on this cruise, we went to Mahogany Bay, Roatan. There I am wearing the Fintastic Group Cruise Carnival Pride shirt. And there's me holding a sloth for the second time. So that was cool, getting to hold a sloth. This was a view from up on top of Roatan, Honduras, looking at the other cruise port where Royal meets. I don't know if MSC goes there too. I think MSC docks there as well. So I'm not sure. And then I was on Deal or No Deal, and I always play Deal or No Deal. I always get these cards to play on. And guess what? The captain got picked to go on stage for Deal or No Deal. And so I got to go on stage, and I won $125 onboard credit. So that was awesome to win that on Deal or No Deal. Let's see, scrolling through the chats. Not a bad room for an interior. Yeah, it was definitely a good room for an interior. Nick says, at least you knew you were safe being right next to lifeboats if something actually happened. That is true, Nick. That is true. I am the captain. Let's see, May 27th, I'll be holding a koala. Well, that would be awesome. I'd love to hold a koala. That's awesome. Jim B. Johnson's here. Welcome aboard, Jim B. Good to have you here. All right, scrolling through. So after Deal or No Deal, we went to Belize. And Dewey, Danny, and I, we just went and walked around the port area. This is the Belize flag there in one of the buildings. Then the last port of call was Puerto Maya in Cozumel, Mexico. So we went to Cozumel, Mexico, and we just walked around the port area and did some shopping, and then it was back on the ship for me. Been to Cozumel a few times, been to some of the excursions, but just hung around the port this time. And then we had some group activities. This was a group cruise, and so we got to play shuffleboard and bags or cornhole. So there's me playing shuffleboard, and there's Jay from Para DJ in the background, and there's Matt. And the captain won the shuffleboard contest. So there's my personalized Carnival Pride Fintastic Cruising ship on a stick. So that was pretty awesome. Oh, and also I beat Paul Vines in foosball. No matter what Paul Vines says, I beat him in foosball or tabletop football, whatever it's called. I beat him. And it was awesome to meet James and Sydney Cantonese. They were the recipients of the Helping Hands for Cruising. Also, Scott and Amber Hicks from Kicking It Country were the other recipients. So it was great to cruise with all of them. This is my picture with me and James. So that was pretty awesome. All right, let me go ahead and get caught up in the chat here. Again, thank you guys for coming in. Hit the thumbs up button. We're just going through the travels of 2023. If you guys are coming in late, we'll remember Sir Gary of the Beaches. We'll have a video for him. And then we'll talk about my MSC Seashore cruise coming up in 8 days. 8 days going cruising. So let me know your cruise counts. If you guys got any cruise counts, let me know in the chat when your next cruise is, or when your next big travel trip is. Let me know in the chats. Sherry says, so happy I was able to get a picture of my heart buddy Gary and my heart sister Peg, all three of us together. Yeah, I wish I would have. I don't have a picture of me and Gary together. I wish I would have gotten that, knowing the circumstances now. But at least we have some memories with Gary. I stunk at the shuffleboard, says Meg. Yeah, sports. Yeah, sports. We tied. No, Paul. I won. Hello, Amy. Welcome aboard. Amy, you're just in time. You're going to be coming up here soon on my slideshow. But welcome aboard, Amy. Good to have you here. I hope you're feeling better. Paul, you will get Billy next time. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. 27 days to the Icon of the Seas for Mike Clock. Awesome. No cruises in my future for Nick P. Plane leaves for Toronto, Canada in 134 days. And then my plane for Australia leaves in 146 days from Vancouver. Awesome, Nick. That sounds like a great trip. And you're going to, you're going to Australia. So that's awesome. 56 days until my next cruise. Way too long for the Carnival Cruise Addicts. I hear you on that. 67 days until Helen. Yes, I'm going to Helen, Georgia. And quite a few people are in here are going to Helen, Georgia as well, too. Life is good today. Woo, Ronnie. Ronnie and if Alma's probably working, but good to see you, Ronnie, and good to cruise with you finally. Let's see. 116 days until my next cruise is Carnival Frenzy inaugural. Awesome, Amy. All right. So between cruises and travels, I went to my local Pensacola Lighthouse Museum, which is on the Naval Aviation Station base here in Pensacola, Florida. So I checked out the Pensacola Lighthouse and Museum. There's a lighthouse. So pretty cool. And then you can pay to go inside and walk up the steps. I've done that once, and you get some great views from the top. So pretty awesome. Also on the base is the National Naval Aviation Museum, which is huge. They have all kinds of different planes in there and all kinds of different exhibits. Again, this Pensacola, Florida is the home of the Blue Angels, so they got some Blue Angel replicas in there, and it's free. It's free to go in, so it is really awesome. So if you are ever down in Pensacola, Florida, come down, check out the Naval Aviation Museum. If you're into military stuff and planes, it is awesome. All right, let's see. Everyone's saying, well, he isn't worthy of playing again. What, Paul? I am worthy. The captain is worthy. The funny part, I haven't been on a cruise yet. I always travel by motor coach. Yeah, that'd be cool to check. I never traveled by motor coach. That would be fun to do that. 252 days, Carnival Magic for Najuma. Awesome. Love a free museum. Yes, Meg. Definitely a free museum is awesome. That aviation museum looks amazing. Yeah. And again, guys, if you haven't, I have videos on all my trips are on my channel. So I do have video on the aviation museum, also on the Fintastic Cruising Group Cruise. So check out my videos I have out there at your leisure. What, Paul? You believe in Paul? No, Danny. No, don't believe in Paul. Just be sure, Billy, if you ever get to Australia, don't bring up Foster's. Foster's. I don't think that's fighting words with the Aussie, Sean, especially. I'll bring it up as much as I want. All right. Moving on. So I won a trip. Those of you that don't know, I enter Sweepstakes. It's my hobby of mine, and I love to enter for prizes, and I win quite a few prizes. So I won a trip to the 2023 PBR, or Professional Bull Riding, World Finals in Fort Worth, Texas. So I won a trip there, a weekend trip. So me and my friend Virginia, we went out of Pensacola, Florida, and we flew over to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. We got to meet up with Amy from Amethyst Hayes Adventures. She was there, so there is her logo for her channel. And then we also got to meet up with Gary and Sharon from the cruising scene. So it was great to meet Gary, Sharon, and Amy in Fort Worth. And so Gary took us on a tour of Fort Worth. We went to these downtown Fort Worth, Texas. Check out the waterfall areas that they have here. It was pretty cool to see that. They had different pools down there. And then we went over to the kind of like the town square. Pretty awesome sight to see there. And then we went to the Fort Worth Stockyards. And then we went to Billy Bob's, which is a honky tonk bar. What a huge honky tonk bar. And there's a picture of Amy, Gary, Sharon, me, and Virginia together. So it was awesome to get to meet, hang out with everyone. Then Virginia and I, we went to the PBR World Finals at the Dickies Arena. So there's the setup for the professional bull riding. There's us trying to look like cowboys, cowgirls at the PBR World Finals. Yeah. And then they have like fireworks and pyro and all kinds of things going on, and laser lights, everything going on at the PBR World Finals. So, and they showed it on TV and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And I even got to ride a longhorn steer as well in Fort Worth, Texas, at the Fort Worth Stockyards. And then there's our group picture of us. That some of the people won the trip. Some people were just friends of Pendleton Whiskey. Pendleton Whiskey was a sponsor for it. So it was a cool group to hang out with. All right, let me go ahead and go back to the chat. Let's see. Nick, I guarantee you, Joe, during my month in the story next year, I'm not going to bring up that word Fosters. Fosters. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Darian is here. Hello, magnificent Germany with Darian. Ahoy there. He came in. Let's see. Scrolling down. Joe says, there are a couple of really good aviation museums in my state of New South Wales. Tomorrow Aviation Museum and Fighter World. Both really great museums with military backgrounds. That's awesome, Joe. Cool. Captain, what? She's not Captain. Sherry told me to check this fake Captain. What? No. Reverse that. Strike that. Reverse that. But do you have to pay for these museums? No, our museum is free. So that's the cool thing with our museum. The captain is frugal. Yes, I am frugal. That is true. I love free stuff. Let's see. All right. Down at the bottom, everyone's saying hello to each other. Awesome. All right. Moving forward. Next in July, went to the National Sweepstakes Convention in Scottsdale, Arizona. So I had won a trip I won a sweepstakes trip, and now I'm actually going to the convention. It was held at the Scottsdale Plaza Resort. And this is a picture of the resort overall. So it's a pretty awesome resort. They have quite the resort buildings there, and pools and hot tubs. Not that you really need a hot tub in Arizona in July, but this is like what the convention kind of looks like. They have tables set up, and you get to hang out with your friends, sweepstakes friends, talking about sweepstakes of what prizes they've won and all kinds of stuff, and you can actually win prizes as well at these conventions. So it's pretty awesome. And then I won some prizes at the convention. I won an Amazon Echo shell. Was one of the prizes I won. This is the contest queen from Canada that I got to hang out with. So she's wearing my merch, Captain Billy J's crew member. So again, I do have a merch page. Feel free to check that out. Here's my friend Rochelle that I met through sweepstaking. So she's awesome. I also won a Ring video doorbell. Was another prize that I won. And there's me holding up the Ring doorbell in my captain's uniform. I also won a Magic Bullet prize, but I didn't have the room to take it on the airplane with me, so I traded it for a digital photo frame. So this is the digital photo frame that I traded it for. And next year's Sweepstakes Convention is in Las Vegas. So I'm looking forward to going to Las Vegas in August. We're going to Vegas, so I can't wait for that. Already got everything booked for that. All right, so let's stop there. And let's go through the chat real good. Thank you guys for staying tuned. We'll be having a memorial thing for Gary here in just a couple minutes. A few minutes here. You won something, surely not. What? Let's see. Let's see. The more free stuff you get, the more you have left for gambling. That's true. That's true, Ruth E. Welcome aboard. Ahoy there. Good to have you in here. Blaine, I think Billy rigs these things. What? I don't rig these things. It's called talent. It's called skills. Thank you again for the gift, Captain. You're welcome, First Mate Meg. She got a First Mate captain's hat. So she's going to probably wear that in Helen, Georgia, hopefully. Vicky and I again dropping about my live show tonight that's happening right now. All right, so moving forward. So I went to Cedar Falls in July as well. I went back home to Cedar Falls, Iowa. This is my hometown. This is the downtown area of Cedar Falls. This is my dad. I got to see my dad again. So it was good to hang out with him for a couple of days. I was there for the 2023 George Trago Sleuthas Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame weekend. So it's an induction weekend. For those of you that don't know, I also referee pro wrestling, and I've done that for 20 years now. And I tried to go back to Iowa and for this weekend because it's an awesome weekend. We always bring in former wrestlers back in the day and stuff like that, and they always have they have a Hall of Fame there. at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame Dan Gable Museum. Some of you might know Dan Gable, Olympic champion. Anyways, he has a museum in Waterloo, Iowa, and every year they have a Hall of Fame weekend for the pro wrestling wing. And so this is the George Tragos Sleuth Test Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame wing. My picture outside of that. So, and this is every Hall of Fame weekend they have a pro wrestling show. So the promotion that's used is my hometown promotion of Impact Pro Wrestling, and I got to put on my referee stripes again. So there's me in my referee outfit. Of course, I can't wear a hat as reffing, but this is the crowd that we had at the pro wrestling show. So a good crowd. And I reffed the Battle Royal. So this is a Battle Royal match that went on. And then I also reffed a singles match as well. So there's me reffing this singles match. So I had fun time getting to ref a couple matches. And it's been over probably a year and a half or so since I've done it. And there is the winner of the singles match, raising his hand. And this is our family. So I have my cruise family. I got my Sweepstakes family. I got my real family. But I also have my pro wrestling family. So this is my Impact Pro Wrestling family. And we always try to get a group picture together at the banquets. And this is our group picture. Here I am back in the corner there. And Chris is actually taller than me. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Let me get caught up in the chat. Let's see. We want free stuff, so Sherry. Hi, Captain's dad. Steve. Steve is his name. Steve. Iowa, home of lots of corn. Yeah, lots of corn, lots of pigs, lots of windmills or wind turbines, I should say. Captain Daddy. Yep. Not much else in Iowa, Blaine, except a few come and go stations. Yeah, I actually lived right next to a come and go station, right across the street. That one guy looked like Chum from Pawn Stars or whatever that show was. Yeah, I definitely see that. In and out? No in and out. All right, moving forward. So then the next trip was the trip down to Florida. So jumped on Spirit Airlines. Had a very annoying kid sitting next to me the entire flight. It was the worst flight ever, but at least it was a short flight from Pensacola down to Fort Lauderdale. We got to stay at the Hard Rock Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, which is right next to Fort Lauderdale, for free. So another free room, not as cool as the other room, but it was a free room again. So I got to stay there. This is the awesome, they had the guitar-shaped hotel. I didn't stay there. We stayed in the other tower part. And this is some of the pool area and hot tubs. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to check out all that, but next time I'm there, I'm definitely going to check that out. Anthony Simone is in here. Welcome aboard, Anthony. Good to have you here. Let's see. Fellow gambler. Awesome. Yep, I'm a gambler as well. Carnival Cruise Addicts. That's how I get my cruise offers. Cheap. All right, moving forward. So then it was time to jump on the Carnival celebration. Not for one cruise, but for 2 cruises. So back to back. Oh, yeah. 14 days on the Carnival celebration, leaving out of Miami. And then I had some custom back-to-back cruising T-shirts made for Danny and I. So this is my Captain Billy J one. Talked about all our ports and the dates of our October 15th to the 29th, 2023. This is the captain's quarters here on deck 4. This is where I stayed at for the entire 2 weeks. I don't recommend this cabin, which is 4265. It is very noisy because it's right above the gangway. So very noisy at ports and stuff. So I don't recommend this cabin. And this is the Halloween type of cruise. So we have the Carnival celebration. We have Patch there. Patch the pirate. Patch the pumpkin pirate was there. On the first cruise, I missed out on Amber Cove and San Juan because I wasn't feeling the greatest. I felt kind of off for a couple of days on the first cruise. But we went to St. Maarten, was the last port of call on the first cruise. So I got to see St. Maarten. So it was nice there. And then it was back-to-back day. Oh, yeah. Let me get caught up in the chat. So Anthony Simone came in. And then let's see, scrolling down. Celebrate good times. Come on, yes. And I'm currently putting out my celebration of vlogs right now. I'm finishing up the non vlogs. So check out the non-group cruise vlogs I've been putting out. You sure it wasn't noisy with Beach Breeze about you? No, they're on the opposite side of the ship. But yeah, they're Betsy can be a little loud as well. Hi, Betsy, for watching. All right, let's see. So back-to-back day. So this was the non-group cruise, sponsored by or hosted by Adventures Ahead, Josh and Michelle, who would normally be going live right now, but they are going live tomorrow night. And then Beach Please, Mike and Betsy, they do live shows on Thursdays. So check out Beach Please on Thursday nights. Here is Mike, Michelle, Josh, and Betsy. There's Alma looking off in the distance somewhere. There's Brenda and Tom in the back. And yeah. And then we tried out for Family Feud, or we were going to try out for Family Feud. We took our picture together. But unfortunately, the Family Feud auditions took place during our bar crawl. So we were not able to attend the Family Feud auditions. But this is Mike, Betsy, Donna Carrier, Richard Carrier, and of course the captain. And I'm throwing up gang signs for some reason. I don't know. Let's see. And then we had the bar crawl. So this is the bar crawl picture with all of us on the bar crawl. Another Beach Please bar crawl. I survived. Let's see. Hashtag hi Betsy. Beach Please was in the aft. Yes, they were in the aft. Celebration was an awesome ship. It was, Sherry. It was a great ship. Let's see. Yeah, thank you for dropping in the link, Anthony, for Beach Please. And also thank you for dropping in the link to Adventures Ahead. Best Family Feud picture ever. Yes. If we would have gone to the audition, we probably would have gotten on Family Feud for sure. But oh well. Aft has great views. Yes, it does. All right, moving forward. So there was some themes, deck parties. So this was the Halloween party. So I dressed up as a crossing guard captain as my costume. And then first port of call was Amber Cove. So this is what the celebration looks like from Amber Cove Port. And then we went to San Juan, Puerto Rico. So here I am outside the ship of San Juan, Puerto Rico. And then we went to, we went with Melody and Corey Cole to Barranquilla. They had never been there. So we went to the home of the Pina Colada. So we went to there and had a Pina Colada. Then it was time for the 80s Rock and Glow party, one of the best deck parties. And I dressed up as an ode to Stranger Things. So if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you'll recognize this. I got the Camp Nowhere hat, I got the Hellfire Club shirt, and I got a Stranger Things jacket as well. So that was my outfit for the 80s Rock and Glow party. Let's get caught up in the chat here. Our cabin was right across the hall on the other side of the ship. It was good in Ocean View 4244, I think. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we had a ocean view. So we had like a porthole kind of a window thing. So it was kind of cool. Okay, the 80s stuff is super cute. Thanks, Meg. I thought it was too. And I found that jacket at a thrift store. And then I bought the Hellfire Club shirt at Walmart and then Amazon for the hat. All right, last port of call was St. Thomas. First time being in St. Thomas. It was beautiful. Took the sky ride up to the Paradise Point. And this is the view that you get from St. Thomas. So there's this beautiful view in St. Thomas. St. Thomas is now my second favorite port. First favorite port is San Juan, Puerto Rico. But St. Thomas is now my second favorite port. And I hope to go back there again. Then it was time for the Halloween costume contest. So this was my outfit, the Halloween costume contest. I was Captain America for the costume contest. So there's my outfit. And here is our group at the Halloween costume contest. A lot of our people from our group cruise signed up for the costume contest, all kinds of different outfits were there. Michelle was the Penguin from Batman. Josh was Two-Face. Mike was Iron Man. Betsy was She-Hulk, and all kinds of different cast of characters. Unfortunately, we did not win the costume contest. The Addams family, it's actually Brenda and Tom were part of the Addams family. They actually won the costume contest. So we came in second, I think is what we said. All right, I'll get to that in a second here. Let's see. I want to do the Sky Ride next time. Yeah, sure. Definitely check that out. I mean, it's $25 per person for a round trip, but still, it was worth it. Last time I dressed up for Halloween, says Nick, was Halloween of 2021. Walked around Washington, D.C. as Waldo. It was a good time. People thought that would be hilarious. And Nick, definitely. All right. Michelle's costume was awesome. Yeah. I didn't see her right away, but then I saw some video and pictures of her, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that's her. That was awesome. All right. So then the last night of the cruise, I got some pictures of people. So here is the other captain, in quotes, Sherry, who I'll be seeing in a couple weeks at Busch Gardens. And then I got to meet Rafi from Bezos Travel. He wanted to wear my other captain's hat that I got from Eric B. So thank you, Eric B, for the hat that I got. But he wanted to wear that. So there's a picture of me and Raphael. A picture of me of Chris and Laura from See the World of Chris. It was great to cruise with them for once and get to meet them as well. And I get to meet Raphael as well, too. I had never met him in person. Got to hang out with Eric B again, and then also the Lovelaces from Lovey's Fat Life, Mike, Michelle, and Anthony. It was great to meet them in person for once and cruise with all of them. So good times. And then I got a picture with Josh and Michelle from Adventures Ahead. And I'm sure there's other pictures out there, but I was running out of time. So these are pictures that we got on the non-group cruise. Well, thank you guys for staying with me. And those are my travels for 2023. So I've got some more travels coming up in 2024. Let's see. Again, if you guys are coming in late, thank you for coming in. Hit the thumbs up button and then leave your comments of favorite moment in 2023 for travel for you. Make sure you answer the poll question, and then also leave your thoughts about Gary, because we're going to talk about Gary now. So unfortunately, we had a loss in December last week, just almost over a week ago, on December 21st. Unfortunately, Gary Krebs, Sir Gary, was in a car accident and died. Terrible loss to our community. Gary was a big part of our community, very supportive. Always see him in live show chats, commenting. Got to spend a lot of time with him on Marco Polo app, talking back and forth, making jokes of each other, busting each other's balls. It was fun. Had fun memories of Gary. I got to cruise with Gary twice on the BBD Rum Run group cruise back in September of 2022, and then this non-group cruise that we just had in October. It's just a terrible loss that we lost Gary. Sad, very sad. I miss Gary. Danny and Dewey and Gary became great friends. They were talking about every night. They would talk about on the phone every night. They would talk, and now it's not the same as this Danny and Dewey now. So it's very sad. Ahoy there, James. Good to have you here. But yeah, very sad. Sherry says, so glad I got to hang out with Gary and Amber Cove. Yeah, that's cool. I got to spend time with Gary. What I want to do is first I want to show you a video that I made about Gary. It's going to make you hopefully, I don't want to cry, but it may make you cry. I hope it makes you laugh, because I threw in some funny moments of Gary, and I hope it makes you laugh. Is what I hope, and hope you remember Gary, for those of you that got to meet him and get to know him very well. So let me go ahead and share that video with you guys now.
Okay, you're on. Okay, Leslie's gonna taste Gary.
Go!
So Gary, I didn't get it. You'll have to do it again. Is it taking you?
Oh, but that's the best. He asked for it. It's really not that bad. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but if we got hit.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
Dance, woo! Nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, baby. Woo! I feel the thunder, see the lightning. I know this anger is heaven sent, so I've got to hang out on my hang-ups. Cause on the boogie I feel so hell-bent. Hey, hey, it's just an instant gut reaction that I... I'm just a dancer. I'm looking for a partner. Someone who knows how to ride without even falling off. Gotta be compatible. Takes me to my...
Hey Bill, just want to wish you a very happy new year. I hope it's healthy, happy, and prosperous for you. Love you, guy. And I hope you don't get offended when I bust your balls. I know, and I don't get offended when you bust mine. And I'm glad you're here.
So that was a video I put together for Gary. I wanted to remember Gary in my own special way, and so I put together a video. I always make funny videos of Gary and post them on Marco Polo and stuff, but I want to do something nice, turn some nice pictures of Gary and Eva, and then also throw in some of his dancing videos as well too. So I'll miss Gary. I'll try not to cry. But what I want to do, guys, I mentioned at the top of the hour, I like to toast Gary. Hopefully you have something to drink next to you. I got my bubbly over here. It says 2019 glass. It's not a 2023 or 2024 glass, but this is from a couple of years ago. But I wanted to toast Gary, and we miss him. A lot of us miss him. It's tough, rough. It's hard to talk about it, but this is to you, Gary. We miss you very much. To Gary. So, okay, that's tough. All right, not crying. It's the sand in my eye. All right. Also, before we get to the comments real quick, guys, we're looking for video clips about Gary. So if you knew Gary, we're looking for 30-second video clips, horizontal video clips, 30 seconds. Just talking about Gary, your good thoughts about him, and something you can say in 30 seconds. And what we want you to do is send that over to Dewey. If you know Dewey from Dewey's Destinations, Dewey is taking video submissions. He's actually the one going to put the video together, and we're going to give that video to Gary's family. You have until the end of March. So reach out to Dewey from Dewey's Destinations. You can also, if you can't reach out to him, you can reach out to me as well, or if you know my partner Danny, you can reach out to Danny, but you can also reach out to me, and I can forward that on to Dewey for that video. So 30 seconds long, horizontal You have until the end of March to get that to us so we can get that video all together. So you got some time to think about it. I know it's tough to say a lot of good things in 30 seconds about Gary, because you need probably 30 minutes for all the stuff that he's done for our cruise community. But if you guys can do that, we really appreciate that. And then so we're going to go ahead into the comments. Meg says, my allergies are already acting up. Ryan says, I was supposed to zip line with Gary and Helen this coming March. Oh, yeah. Gary is actually to come to New Orleans in March as well, before Helen, the weekend before. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Puppy Cat says, I'm so glad I got to cruise with him on the BBD. He was a very special person. Awesome, Puppy Cat. Yes, he was very special. Joseph said, I have one memory of travel in 2023 is a short train trip from my hometown, Double, to Bathurst, to visit family for a very big surprise birthday party. Awesome. That's cool. Cool memory. Sherry says, biggest thing we learned from Gary is to live life to the fullest. That is for sure. Live life every day, because you don't know when it's going to end. Tragically, it ended short for Gary. Sherry says, Gary is full of knowledge about any cruise you would ask about. Yes, very full of knowledge. It was very fun to joke around with. Yeah, awesome guy. I also loved hanging out with Eva. Yes, Eva, sending her much love and prayers. Yeah, the family was asking for privacy for a while there. I don't know if they still are. Just have them in your thoughts and prayers. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike Levy. I actually didn't recognize him when I first saw him on the non. Yeah, he's actually lost some weight. So I actually went through his Facebook pictures, and he was a little chunky monkey, but he's lost a lot of weight. He had a heart issue and stuff. But yeah, definitely looks different. Very nice, Gary. Great guy Gary was. Yes, he was. Nice Billy, but I'm a mess again. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to hold off the tears. Rest in peace, Gary. Thanks, Nick. And cheers to Gary, says Chris Meg. We were doing so good. He looked great after surgery. Yeah, he was living life to the fullest. He just retired, and was living life. And yeah, and life got cut short from him. I keep thinking I'm going to get a polo from him. Yeah, same here, Sherry. Same here. Rest in peace, Gary. Rest in peace. So Sherry, will we get to see more of Danny in upcoming vlogs? Maybe. Let's see. Scrolling through the chat. Puppy, Happy New Year. We will have a time for sharing many memories of Gary at the Hell meetup as well. Yes, we're going to have a little memorial tribute thing because a lot of people that knew Gary are going to be at the Hell meetup. So definitely we'll do that. So thank you, Darian, for posting that. Danny D says, prayers for Gary's family and you guys. Even though I didn't know him, I will carry on his tradition on being everyone on your live streams and chats on him. Well, thank you, Danny D. Appreciate that very much. All right. So let's get away from the sad times here. Let's talk about my upcoming cruise in 8 days on the MSC Seashore. So let's go ahead. I want to play a video of the MSC Seashore. I promise you this video will not make you cry. But here's what the MSC Seashore looks like. Once I pull it up. And here you go.
MSC Seashore, out of Port Canaveral, Florida. A 7-night Western Caribbean cruise on MSC Seashore from January 7th to 14th, 2024. The itinerary includes 2 days at Ocean Key, a sea day, Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, and one last sea day. And the best part about this cruise is that it's free.
So yes, a free cruise on MSC. So I'm excited to check out MSC Seashore. First time being on an MSC cruise, and we're leaving in 8 days. 8 days. We're going to head down to we're actually a drive from Pensacola, Florida to Port Canaveral, Florida. First, we're going to do a couple of meetups. We're going to meet up with J&N, John and Nancy from J&N Travels. and then hopefully meet Griswold Family Vacay as well, and then maybe Mark from the cruise world. We're going to try to meet up on the 6th of January, hang out at Disney and stuff, and then on the 7th we're going to jump on a cruise. And then so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you some quick pictures of MSC Seashore. So let me go ahead and share that. Also, I need to close the poll for the New Year's Eve thing here in a second. And let me bring me back up here. All right. 1 second. Let me go ahead and close the poll for this live show. And let's see if I can see it. Oh, maybe it's closed. Well, let me see it. Oh, that's weird. I can't see the poll. And I can't close it. That's weird. But anyways, hope you guys voted in the poll. Meg, can you let me know what the results are of the poll? Because I can't see what the poll is. If you guys can see it. And then hold on, let me get to the chat real quick before I get too far in here. I'm curious about MSC, says Sherry. Was that voiced by AI? Such a flat voice. Yes, it was AI voice, not my voice. Sounds like it will be a very low-key cruise. Yes, this will be a very relaxing cruise as compared to the non-group cruise. So it's just me and Danny on this cruise. So yeah, it's going to be very low-key. Free, yes, free cruise, Jelly. MSC, isn't that the Mediterranean Shipping Company? I think it is, Joe. It is an Italian cruise line coming to America. I can't see the poll either. Okay, well, I don't know what the poll was, but I hope you guys, I don't know what your plans, put in the chat what your plans are. Are you guys staying home for New Year's? Are you going out for New Year's? Are you visiting family and friends at their place for New Year's? Or are you, I can't remember what the other option was. But let me know in the chat what your plans are for New Year's Eve tomorrow. Oh, I'll be watching Investors Ahead tomorrow, New Year's Eve, definitely, because they're going live tomorrow. 81% staying home. Thank you, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Thank you. That's what I figured. A lot of people staying home. 4% drinking. Thank you. Watching AA, of course, 5th year. Actually, it's their, 5th year for you, but that's actually their 6th year. They've gone live for New Year's, so that's awesome. I'll be working doing inventory work. Oh, that sucks, Amy. I hope you're feeling better, Amy. Visit family, friends, 11%. Thank you. And fireworks. That was everyone. 4%. Thank you. So those are poll results. So pretty much everyone's staying home, which I'm staying home too. But I'm watching Adventures Ahead and then watching that Dick Clark's Rockin' Evening with Ryan Seacrest. Probably watch that. I actually left the house 1 year. Yeah, be careful if you guys are going out for New Year's Eve. Drive safely. Don't drink and drive. Watch out for others because they may be drinking and driving, and you got to watch out. Make sure they don't hit you. So a lot of people are just staying in this year, and you don't want to get like sick and stuff either. Being around a whole lot of people. I'm not going out because I'm going on this cruise and I want to be healthy. All right, moving forward to pictures. So this is the MSC Seashore, the aft. Here's another aft view of the MSC Seashore. So quite a bit different than a Carnival ship. This is the atrium or entry area of the MSC Seashore. They got the crystal staircases. They got this nice area where the band is. They got a bar down below. They got some video screens up here. It's a pretty awesome looking atrium area. This is the video screen. So this is where the band sits up down here. They got the video screens that go all the way up to the top. Pretty awesome. This is the bridge of size. So you see this glass bridge hanging out over the aft of the ship. You get some great aft views. But then if you look down through the glass, you'll see the decks below, the ocean below. So yeah, so go check that out. I don't have a fear of heights, so gonna try that. Let's get caught up in the chat here. We might go a little bit over tonight. Sorry, going a little longer than I wanted to, but that's all right. At Cindy's Kids Now, says James. Okay, cool. My cough is better. It's all the meds, but still lots. It sucks, Amy. Yeah, she's having a heck of a time with breathing and stuff. So I am sick, so staying home. Yeah, good idea, Sherry. Rest up. Be ready for Busch Gardens with the real captain. Let's see. Ruthie says we're going to the annual New Year's Eve party at my sister's place. We'll be staying the night and having our eggs Benedict in the morning. My family is the best. Awesome. Eggs Benedict sounds good. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and go with pictures. So this is the MSC Seashore at night. So we'll be seeing this view at Ocean Key because that's one of the ports we are at. And it's 1.5 days at Ocean Key or Ocean K. So we'll get to see the ship lit up at night. Inside the ship, this is a New York themed cruise. So a lot of New York theming around the ship. This is their Times Square kind of area. They've got a piano, dueling pianos down below there. This is their Times Square area. And some of the restaurants are named after like Fifth Street Avenue and different New York places. There's a Statue of Liberty. So it's kind of a New York themed cruise. This is the hallway entrance that goes to the cabaret lounge. This changes different colors. So right now it's blue. Sometimes they have it as red. That's kind of a cool Instagram moment there. Here is those crystal staircases. They're Swarovski crystals, which actually I got to go where they manufacture the Swarovski crystals in Austria. I went to the museum there they have there. So it's pretty awesome to see the Swarovski crystals being used in these stairs. Here's one of the pool areas. I got the plants all around, and they got some hot tubs, so that's a pool area. And then they have like a pirate-themed kids play area. Plus, they have the water slides are back here. They have like a kind of a ropes course, not a ropes course, but a ropes walkthrough thing here at the pool. So it's a pretty cool pool area. Looking forward to trying the pizza on MSC. They're an Italian cruise line, of course. So I've heard that their pizza is really good. So looking forward to trying out some MSC pizza. Here's some of the other food. They got lobster tails, of course, there. So looking forward to trying some of that. Yum, yum. And for you sushi fans, I'm not a sushi fan, but they have this sushi bar where they have sushi dishes that on this conveyor belt that goes around. You just pick them up off the belts thing, and then you get to eat them. It's not really a belt, though. It's kind of like magnets or something they got going on, but it's a pretty cool thing when you see it in action. And then the theater that they have, the MSC Theater, they got some shows in there, so we're going to check out some different shows instead of seeing the same Carnival shows over and over again. And let me get caught up in the chat before I get too far into this. Danny will be chilling at home. Parents will be at their friend's house. I'll probably be watching YouTube. Awesome, Danny. I can confirm MSC Cruises is a part of the Mediterranean Shipping Company. Over SC is the logo. Awesome. Thank you. Billy, you need to teach me how to get free stuff. Yes, my mom used to win a lot of stuff. Yeah, I had a lot of sweepstakes. I lose a lot of things as well. But Nick says I can vouch. He has been to the Crystal Factory. Yes, Nick was there with me as well, too. So ahoy there, Nick. Welcome aboard, my brother. All right, moving forward. So we're going to Ocean Key, which is MSC's private island. And this is the lighthouse that they have at MSC. At night, they light this up, and they'll have like a light show on the lighthouse, and they have a beach party on the beach. So can't wait to try look at all that. And then we're also going to let me go too far. We're going to go to Costa Maya, Mexico, as well. I've been there before. We're just going to hang out in the port area, and we're also going to Cozumel, Mexico again, and probably just go to the port area as well. So Ocean Key for a day and a half, a sea day, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and a sea day back. So it's a 7-day cruise overall. But yeah, 3 port stops. Then after the cruise, going to drive from Port Canaveral all the way over to the other side of Florida to Tampa. We're going to go to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. Going to meet up with Sherry and Danny. Hopefully Sherry will be feeling much better then. And we'll meet up with them. Also, Mark from the Cruise World is interested in going to Busch Gardens as well. And then I know Darian has a concert going on in Tampa, so maybe we'll get to meet up with Darian afterwards or something like that. So, but yeah, we're going to go to Busch Gardens, Tampa, home of the roller coasters. They got all kinds of different roller coasters and rides there. And then, yeah, this is one of those roller coasters up close. So it'll be a lot of fun. Never been to Busch Gardens before, first time going. So looking forward to that. But yeah, that is what I got coming up in 8 days. Got the MSC Seashore and Busch Gardens coming up. Let's see. Let me get caught up in the chat before we close out the show. I heard the food can be weird on MSC. I could live on pizza, though. I heard theirs is good. Yeah, I've heard mixed stuff on the food. I've heard that their pasta and pizza is good, and not so much on some of the other stuff. But looking forward to trying something a little different than Carnival. I mean, I've been on a Royal ship. I actually like Royal's food over Carnival, but we'll see how MSC compares. Carnival Cruise Addicts is great live. Time for bed. Thank you for coming, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Appreciate it. Everyone feel better. Good night, Carnival. 2 captains and 2 Dannies. Yes, could be trouble. That's for sure. All right. Excellent. Well, thank you guys for joining me on my special live show, New Year's Eve edition, or New Year's Eve edition. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve. Again, check out Adventures Ahead. They're going to go live, I believe, at 10:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Central. They're going to go all the way up until midnight, or just past midnight East Coast time. So check out their live show tomorrow. Normally they go live at this time slot. I don't know when I'll be going live next. Not for the next couple weeks, because I'll be in Orlando area next Saturday, and then the Saturday after that I'll still be on the ship. So yeah, not gonna go live for a while. Probably in 3 weeks I'll go live and I'll talk about my experience on the MSC Seashore. So click that bell notification to be notified of when I post the video, or go live like this. That way you'll be notified of when I go live. And I'll talk about the MSC Seashore, and then I'll have some vlogs out for that later on as well too. I'm currently putting out vlogs for the Carnival celebration, the non-group cruise. I've got maybe a couple more videos left for that. Then I'll be done with that. And then also during this live, I did post that tribute video to Gary Krebs. So if you want to look at that memorial video one more time or multiple times and cry and laugh, that video is now live on my channel, posted. So check that out again too. So it was a good thing to remember Gary. Again, toast to Gary. And thank you guys for coming in, and hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. Hope you guys have a great New Year. Hope it's filled full of travel in 2024. I've got lots of travel. I've got this cruise in 8 days. In March, I'm going to go to New Orleans, celebrate someone's 40th birthday. Then the next weekend after that will be Helen, Georgia. Going to meet up a lot of people in Helen, Georgia in March. And then I don't have anything until July. Possibly going back to Iowa in July for the Hall of Fame weekend. If not, the next trip will be in August, and that is to Las Vegas for the National Sweepstakes Convention. So looking forward to that. And then the next trip after that will be the Carnival Spirit cruise in November, and going out of Mobile, Alabama, which is an hour away from me. My closest cruise port, 1 hour away from Pensacola, Florida to Mobile. So excited to cruise out of Mobile for the first time. The Carnival Spirit will be a great cruise as well too. So looking forward to all that. Let me get caught up in the chat, and then we'll end this amazing stream. Thank you, Danny D. Appreciate it. Got to head off. Thank you, Joe, for coming in. Appreciate that. Celebration's food was good. Yes, it was. It was pretty good, Sherry. Great live, Captain. A wonderful tribute to Gary. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining First Mate Meg. Appreciate it. Happy New Year's, everyone. Awesome live stream. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, it dropped off right before he showed it. Notifications worked as intended. Awesome. Good. All right. Not Birmingham. Yeah, not Birmingham. Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, not Birmingham. Unlike SCT Adventures. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of the night. Have a good weekend, long weekend for me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up button before you leave. And we'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye, everyone.